Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final edition of this WWE 2K24 Universe Mode episode of WWE Dark, when we start off with action on the SmackDown side of things from Pensacola, Florida.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Jey Uso from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, Jimmy Uso!
As here come the Usos, making their way to the ring here. It was Jey Uso a couple of weeks ago who picked up a great victory on WWE Dark in the main event, taking on Matt Hardy. Tonight it's Jimmy Uso's turn to see if he can get a big win to close out this series and what will be his final appearance of this WWE 2K24 Universe Mode. For Jey Uso, this is not going to be his last appearance, because main event Jey will be a part of the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder match on night 1, WrestleMania Saturday next weekend. You do not want to miss that. He could be a favourite to win. I mean, everyone in the match could be a favourite. You never know who's going to win until you know. But taking on Jimmy Uso here tonight live on WWE Dark is Undisputed Era member, who's really going to get back to winning ways, Roderick Strong.
From Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 200 pounds,
Roddy Strong in his home state of Florida, Florida man, looking to put down Big Jim and get a second victory of this series. The only other one he has against the big strong boy Tyler Bate. Let's see if he can pick up another one tonight. As all the other members of the Undisputed Era are doing great. Adam Cole challenging for the IC title in no holds barred match on WrestleMania Saturday. And Fish and O'Reilly will be defending their WWE Tag Team titles against the Motor City Machine Guns on WrestleMania Sunday. But this is WWE 2K24 Universe Mode episode 273. This is WWE Dark. I'm Callum, otherwise known as the KO King. Welcome to Dark, welcome to KO Productions, and let's get this show up and running with no more hesitation. Here we go, folks. Let's get to work. Bell has been rung. Matchup on the way. Charles Robinson ringing the bell. And we're off. It's Jimmy Uso versus Roderick Strong on the SmackDown side of things. Here on Dark tonight from Pensacola, Florida. Jimmy Uso, beautiful. Sam Owens dropped there. Nicely done. Acknowledged me. Roderick Strong not too happy that Jimmy Uso got the opportunity to try and qualify in the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania, and Roderick Strong didn't, but I mean, can you blame him? Roddy Strong has one freaking win in the series. I mean, Tyler Bate didn't get an opportunity because he's only had one win in the series as well. And that's against fellow Undisputed Era member Bobby Fish, believe it or not. There's Roderick Strong, look at that. European uppercut connecting. Roddy, nice shots there. And Jimmy Uso wins the goey there on Big Jim. Look at Roddy having his fun. Here on WWE Dark, the last time these two men can impress here in this series. Jey Uso could be on the cusp of being a potential future World Heavyweight Champion by the time next series rolls around. Cover here from Roderick Strong off the middle rope from the arm drag, and a kick out by Jimmy Uso. Charles Robinson right there. Roderick Strong will try and stay on Big Jim in this contest. Big kick moving out the way. Jimmy Uso runs in, and here comes Jimmy Uso. Blue Death press taken out. Roderick Strong now with a ground and pound. Middle rope now. Jimmy gonna fly with a drop kick from the middle rope on Roddy. Taking him down, but Strong right back up. Down a cold base, but not for long. With a super kick from Uso. Cover, shoulders down. Won't this be enough for victory? Only a 1 count. Roddy able to kick out. Very impressive kick out by Strong right there. Nice elbows, nice forearms by Jimmy. Blocked this time by Strong. Strong smack to the face. That was a strong smack, I'll tell you. Very strong. They're trying to get back to winning ways alongside the other members of the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole could be Intercontinental Champion by the end of WrestleMania, where the Undisputed Era are still the Tag Team Champs. Maybe one of them will be champs, the other won't. Maybe they'll all be champs, maybe they all won't. You never know, but Roderick Strong needs a win tonight against Jimmy Uso. Going after the armoured Big Jim into the cover. It's Jey cheering him on. Jimmy kicking out, not even a 1. Not giving the referee any time there to get to the pinfall. Roderick Strong, nice forearms to the lower back. Roddy now, half in hand. He falls right in his face. Roderick Strong, look at that, nice shot. Jimmy Uso coming right back, and a forearm by Uso. Uso off the ropes, down a clothesline. Down goes Strong. Heading hard. Jimmy. More shots. Connecting. Uso. Picking him up and down goes Roddy. Nice manoeuvre there. Jimmy Uso lost his money in the back qualifier. The matchup with Kurt Angle and the winner, former Intercontinental Champion Chad Gable. It's Roddy Strong right now. Now, Schoolboy 2 down, almost had it, very close. Almost putting away Big Jim. Big Jim counters. Big kick on Roddy. Super kick to the face. And one on the back of the head of Strong. That could be it already for the Undisputed Era member. Legs hook shoulders down on Roddy Strong. Stolen 2 and another near fall. Strong stays in it again. Nicely done there from Roddy with a kick out. Jimmy in control for the time being tonight. Jimmy tapped out to Kurt Angle's ankle lock, which was used by Chad Gable when Angle literally came into the ring and saw Jimmy tap out. Would have been devastating for Kurt, but Gable nonetheless going to WrestleMania to be a part of the Money in the Bank ladder match, and it was last night on SmackDown where he had a hell of a match with former WWE Champion Drew McIntyre. It was a losing effort, but a great matchup nonetheless, and a great effort as Jimmy heads up with the Uso splash. That could be over just like that. Good night, Roddy. Thanks for coming. Can't even tell a story. 2 count. No, he kicked out. Matchup still ongoing. Alright, Roddy. Roddy Strong showing his resiliency, much like other Undisputed Era members, like Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and most notably, actually, for resiliency, Kyle O'Reilly. For my money, he's been the MVP of the Undisputed Era this series. But right now, it's Roderick Strong. Gutbuster there. And now Roddy, here he goes. The Messiah, the backbreaker now going to drop on. With a rocket kick. Set kick by Roddy. Cover on Uso. Legs hook shoulders down. Scoring 2. No, very close. Oh, wow. What a near fall there. Jimmy firing back alongside Roderick Strong. Picks him up again. Second time connecting. And he's back suplex. Catching at the leg for leverage as well. Jimmy Uso now grabbing Roddy Strong. Gets the ropes here. Roddy don't want to be there. Clothesline. Oh, wait a minute. Roddy Strong in trouble. And we're going to see a flying Uso. And we know. Tope con Hilo. Or Tope Suicida rather. By Jimmy. Over the top rope. Taking out Roderick Strong. As this matchup in your opening contest continues. Back into the ring here. Wait a minute. Roderick Strong end of Horridge. As he's able to gain control throughout the break. And he could get the victory here. Double knees to the back of the suplex. 2 count and Uso's going to kick ya. Roderick Strong so close for victory there. Here tonight on the final episode of 2K24 Edition of Dark. And as of right now, I'm not actually sure if I'm going to keep WWE Dark going heading into the WWE 2K26 series. Because I like it because it helps people get wins that don't have much and helps people get on shows that aren't on that show that week. At the same time, is it really that important? I don't know. Let me know, guys, in the comment section down below if I should keep it going or not. Regardless, Jimmy Uso and Roderick Strong battling in the corner for the time being. It's Jimmy. Massive knees there. And Roderick Strong ready to throw. The Undisputed Era member is Jimmy waking up Roddy Strong with Uso in the corner. Uso in the win! Got him! Changing the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy there is Jimmy Uso in for the cover. 2 count. Not a kick ya! You see Jimmy's brothers Jay there. Looked on the Uso in the win. Jay Uso defeated Jeff Hardy and Chris Jericho in his triple threat WrestleMania Money in the Bank qualifier to go on to the Mania Money in the Bank ladder match, which will go down next weekend. Next Saturday to be precise, is Roddy hitting a second gear. Getting a flurry of offense now. And picking up Big Jim. Gonna turn him round. And gonna drop him. Face first. Down goes Uso. Roddy ain't done yet. Not by a long shot off the ropes. And a massive knee straight to the head of Uso. Cover for a major upset. Roddy for the win on Jimmy. 2 count. Not a kick out. Charles Robinson calling it down the middle. And it's not enough for the win. Not just yet. Roddy Strong can't believe his eyes. Smack to the face. Smack again. Blocked this time. Jimmy Uso firing right back. Jimmy Uso going straight for him now. Now look at Roddy Strong inside cradle. Small package for the victory. Can he get the one right here? Scoring 2. No! They're full. Yeah! Oh, man. Oh, look at Jimmy. Jimmy now. And a penny predicament of his own. On Roddy Strong. To get the victory. No! So freaking close, but so forgot. So... No cigar, rather. so far away as well as Jimmy Uso. The hip toss neck breakers. We're back live on SmackDown. Uso super kick. One on the back of the neck as well. Roddy out of it. Jimmy, top rope for the victory. Second time of the matchup with a Uso splash cover. That'll do it. Scoring 2 is Uso and gets the victory. Uso victorious. Had a great match to kick us off tonight.
Here is your winner, Jimmy Uso!
Jay celebrating with his brother. You see the Usos standing tall. Well, Jamie's standing tall at WrestleMania with a Money in the Bank contract in his hand. Potentially being a future world champion. Congratulations, Jimmy. But still to come tonight, your main event on WWE Dark sees Bray Wyatt before letting out his alter ego, the Fiend, at WrestleMania to face Samoa Joe on night 2. Bray itself goes one-on-one with one half of the Street Profits, Montez Ford with Angelo Dawkins and his corner. That's later on tonight, the Monday Night Raw side of things. But next on WWE Dark from the NXT side of things in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, one half of the tag champs Wes Lee battles one half of the number 1 contenders, setting things up for the tag team matchup going down at Stand and Deliver. Julius Creed and Wes Lee is next, but still to come at Stand and Deliver. It's tomorrow night, folks, and starting us off will be the North American Championship ladder match. Ilya Dragunov, Solo Sikoa, Damian Priest, former champ Matt Riddle, Big Bronson Reed, the current champ Austin Theory. Following that, you win, you're called up to the main roster in 2K26. You lose, you're fired. It's Good Friends, Dijak versus Keith Lee. Following that at Stand and Deliver tomorrow night, we're going through the card. Cruiserweight title on the line. His champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, has defeated his opponent before for the North American title. But this time it's for the Cruiserweight gold. It's Dragon Lee, Dirty Dom for the title. Then, of course, we're building up this matchup next on Dark with the tag titles on the line. The Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, battling Wes Lee and Cedric Alexander of the Hurt Business for the NXT Tag Team Championships in Las Vegas at Stand and Deliver tomorrow night. Battle Royal, Royal Rumble, whatever the hell you want to call it, the winner gets an NXT Championship matchup against champion Carmelo Hayes, all over Finley, depending on who wins the main event at Stand and Deliver at WrestleMania. Those 6 stars and 14 others to live for an opportunity of a lifetime. NXT Women's title on the line in the penultimate matchup as Lyra Valkyria puts the gold on the line one-on-one against Tiffany Stratton, following Tiffany getting a massive win, her biggest of her career, defeating Rhea Ripley and a number 1 contender from affair a couple of weeks ago. And then finally the main event, Oba Finn challenging Carmelo Hayes after pinning Hayes last week on NXT. It's Oba, it's Hayes for the gold at Stand and Deliver. But we're back live on NXT as singles competition going down as one half of the tag champs Wes Lee battling one half of his number 1 contenders Julius Creed. It's right here, right now, from the NXT side of things in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, live on WWE Dark, folks. Wes Lee, of course, and Cedric Alexander winning the NXT Tag Team Championships at TakeOver Deadline one night before the Royal Rumble event in Indianapolis, Indiana, where they defeated the Viking Raiders, who are now the number 1 contenders for the World Tag Team Championships over on Monday Night Raw, and they will face FTR for the gold at WrestleMania. But right now, referee Roger Power ring the bell. Julius and Wes is now officially underway. And here we go, man. Gonna be a good contest between these two superstars as Wes Lee. With a massive kick and Wes. A corkscrew moonsault there, but missing a cannibal senton, and Julius gonna make him pay for it. Julius and Brutus earning the opportunity at the tag team titles by defeating Pretty Deadly last week on NXT, and they're getting their opportunity at Stand and Deliver. But to build momentum, Julius and Wes going one-on-one tonight on WWE Dark. And let's not forget the last time one half of the Hurt Business took on one half of the tag team champions before they won the gold on Dark before the event. It was Cedric Alexander versus Ivar. Ivar won that match, but who won the tag team title match at Deadline? That's right, it was the Hurt Business. Wes Lee, nice kicks, nice strikes on Julius Creed, taking fight to one half of the Creed brothers. The more agile and the more high-flying of the two. They're both incredible athletes, I'll tell you. Wes Lee is really hurting Julius Creed. Look at this from Wes. Trying to pick him up, however. And Julius saying, hell no. But Wes Lee still in control now, Wes. Send him into the ropes here, and look at this from Wesley. Clothesline, gonna send him to the outside of the ring, and oh, maybe Wesley gonna fly here. Here he goes, Cardiac Kid with a tope Escalada. My goodness, the Fosbury flop by Wesley to the outside of the ring. Taking down Julius Creed, and I'm going to send them back in as Wesley, one half of the tag champs. All over Julius here tonight. Springboards in, drop kick by Lee. Lee in for the cover for a quick victory here on Dark. Hooking the leg, shoulders down on Julius Creed. A very close 2 count. And a kick out by Creed. I mentioned the Viking Raiders will get a shot at the World Tag Champs at WrestleMania Night 1 next Saturday night. The Grandest Stadium Mall in Las Vegas. So this past week on Monday Night Raw, where they teamed up with the phenomenal AJ Styles, who is the #1 contender for the United States Championship, as Julius Creed with a rope assisted tope con hilo taking out West. As Cedric Alexander's right there. And now Julius Creed sending West in a massive forearm shot. And now Julius Creed, look at that. Running right through his opposition at ringside. And now look at that. Back into the ring. Yes, Raiders team with AJ Styles to take on FTRKO, the World Tag Team Champs FTR, and the United States Champion Randy Orton. Well, it was FTRKO getting the win. Orton pinning Styles. Making sure that Orton has the momentum heading into the US title matchup on WrestleMania Sunday between him and Styles, the rubber match, which is going down at WrestleMania. They both have one win apiece over each other in singles competition. Who will get the final one for the US title at Mania? We find out next weekend. But right now, Julius West back and forth in action tonight, and now Julius in the corner on the moonsault. Springboard style Ali. In for the cover for the victory to build momentum. And the tag team title matchup tomorrow night. 2 count. Lee's gonna kick out. My days. Wesley staying alive each way he possibly can, but there's West with a massive forearm. And then Lee comes right back, and look at West flying in. Wesley picking up Julius Creed. Look at this combination offense from one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions League. Lighting up Julius Creed, and now in the corner is Julius. Not where you want to be. Meteor by West. Double knees there. And now Julius in trouble. And the drop zone. Middle rope. Frog splash by one half of the tag team champs. Cardiac Kid now for the cover on Creed. Look at hook shoulders down. 2 count kick out by Julius. It'll stay in it at least for now. Now picking him up to his feet. Forearm no blocked. Julius picks him up. Look at Creed. Look at the strength. A beautiful power slam. And Julius showcasing that power. As referee Rod Zapata fixing the turnbuckle pad that was exposed by Cedric Alexander to try and gain Wesley the advantage. The top rope from Julius Creed, and a shooting star press. Cover Creed for the victory. Scoring 2 on Wesley and a near fall. Julius almost had the matchup won, ladies and gentlemen. But not just yet, as Julius Creed out of the corner, but missing the attack as Wesley back on the advantage as this one continues. We're back live on NXT from Rio Rancho, New Mexico, here on Dark. Wesley. Incredible maneuver as again was Zapata fixing the turnbuckle pad, which allows Julius to kick out. West could have had it won if it wasn't for Cedric removing that pad. Nonetheless, matchup continuing as Wesley keeps on keeping on. And wave again for the cannibal sent off the bottom rope. Couldn't get it. Julius Creed right there. Schoolboy for the victory to gain momentum and the NXT Tag Team title match tomorrow night now. Wesley kicks out again. Forearm there from Julius. Another forearm connecting as they're heading over to Vegas from Rio Rancho. But it's Wesley. Crucifix pinfall on Julius Creed. 2 count kick out again. And man to his feet. There's Julius. Springboard stunner. West in control, picking up Julius Creed, kick to the midsection, and now the destroyer by Lee, folds him like an accordion. Here's the cover, leg is hooked, shoulders down about momentum for the Hurt Business. 2 count, Creed kicking out somehow, some way. A great penultimate matchup this evening. As NXT standing the level right around the corner just tomorrow night and WrestleMania next weekend. to space things up in this series, to clean the schedule up a little bit as well. Wes Lee, top rope, off that Hurricane Rana, the middle rope on Julius, and there's the spiral tap. Lee cover for the win to build momentum. Julius kicking out again. Incredible resiliency on display from Creed, man, I'll tell you. Stomp after stomp now. Big kick upside the top of the head. And now it's Julius. Oh baby, picks him up. There's Creed. Rolls through. Cartwheel, sliding lariat. Creed for the win. Can he do it? Referee runs up out of there. Double momentum. 2 kick out again. Oh baby, what action. Oh boy, it's getting serious now. Julius Creed, the straps come down and the shooting star standing still from Creed. Cover. Double momentum. 2 count. Lee ain't over. Lee ain't done just yet. That's not over yet, folks. Stomp, no, blocked, West forearm. Oh, goodness, what action. Look at Wesley. Against the ropes goes Julius Creed, and now going to clothesline him and set him on the outside. And now Wesley going to do what he does best, and that is fly. Look, Radio Rancho. West, look at that. A tope on Hilo. A tope suicida, should I say. By one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions. Back into the ring. Springboard shooting star on the outside. Taking out Julius. And now back on the floor. Wesley kick to the midsection. Second time of the match. Destroyed by West. Pulls him like an accordion on the outside. Wesley now for the victory. To get the count out win. Ahead of the tag team title showdown tomorrow night. At Stand and Deliver live in Vegas. Count of 8. Oh, Julius somehow is starring on the outside. Count of 9, and he just manages to break the count. It's right now. Brutus Creed distracting. Wesley, and there's Julius with a back suplex. Both men are spent. Crucial point of the match here tonight. It's Julius Creed to put Wesley away and build momentum in a tag team title showdown tomorrow night. Rolls through again with a cartwheel and sliding and with a lariat. Clean, close line, cover. Leg hook, shoulders down, scoring to a momentum has not been built yet, but what a match. Wesley kicks out again. I don't know what the hell it's going to take, man. It's Julius picking up West with a forearm, another forearm, a big shot in the midsection as Julius Creed's on fire. Now shoulders down, inside cradle, Wesley. Incredible uniqueness of the pin here and a kick out. Just got out of that there was Julius Creed. But a massive contest this has been. A great penultimate match, and West now handspring, cardiac kick out of nowhere. One half of the champs down for the cover about momentum. Scoring 2. He got him. Wesley victorious. What a match on WWE Dark.
Here is your winner,
Congratulations, Wesley. That is momentum built for the Hurt Business heading into their defense of the gold against the Creed Brothers tomorrow night at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. But let's take a look at what's going down next weekend at WrestleMania. Money in the Bank ladder match kicking us off on a Saturday. Luke Big Kaiser, Chad Gable, Mustafa Ali, Pete Dunne, Johnny Gargano, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker collide for a shot to change their careers. Following that, after the actions we saw this past week on Monday Night Raw, the Ring General Gunther gets his match. He takes on the man he eliminated at the Royal Rumble event, the Beast Incarnate and the inaugural World Heavyweight Champion, Brock Lesnar. After that, Intercontinental title on the line in a no-holds-barred match. As Daniel Bryan can't use any shenanigans this time, it's all going to be perfectly legal. Brian Cole for the IC title. Then the World Tag Team titles are on the line as well, as we mentioned previously. Viking Raiders, former NXT Tag Team Champions Eric and Ivar, battle the current 2-time World Tag Champs Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood of FTR. Following what happened last week on SmackDown and what we saw on WWE Dark last week, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes enacting his revenge on Finn Balor for the attack backstage last week. It's Rhodes, it's Balor, WrestleMania Saturday next weekend. Then a rematch from the Royal Rumble in Indianapolis, Indiana. This time no titles, but it's the Undertaker's streak that's on the line. As the Dutch Destroyer Aleister Black, the former world champ, battling the dead man again. The Undertaker! He returns to his old stomping ground, but a fatal 4-way elimination matchup for the WWE Women's title. Former champion Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Royal Rumble winner for the women Jade Cargill, and the champion Charlotte Flair for the WWE Women's title of SmackDown. And finally on WrestleMania Saturday for the World Heavyweight Championship, the glorious Bobby Roode defending the gold against former United States champion and the Elimination Chamber winner, the Megastar NXT. That's on WrestleMania Saturday, but this is WrestleMania Sunday. Carmelo Hayes or Buffini will defend their NXT title in the opening contest against the winner of the NXT Stand and Deliver Rumble match going down tomorrow night. Cannot wait for that one. Cannot wait for this one as well. Tag team action, going to be one of the best tag matches of the series perhaps, as the Motor City Machine Guns recently debuted the SmackDown. They're going to be facing the unstoppable Undisputed Era of Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly for the gold. Then Bray Wyatt brings his alter ego out for the first time ever since the Rumble in singles competition as he goes one-on-one with last year's WrestleMania main event on the former World Heavyweight Champion, the Samoan Submission Machine, Samoa Joe. Boiling points has been reached on SmackDown as Drew McIntyre, the former WWE Champion, wanted his WrestleMania match. He gets it against the greatest of all time, John Cena. That's on WrestleMania Sunday next weekend. Cannot wait for that one. US title on the line, the rubber match between AJ Styles and Randy Orton, still challenging the Viper for the gold. We mentioned it in the previous contest. It's going down. Who will win the third match between these two in the series? Who will be the United States Champion? And we saw action this past week on SmackDown. Last night, in fact, Kevin Owens and CM Punk are going at it after Owens pinned Punk in a tag team matchup on SmackDown. What's it going to happen at WrestleMania next weekend? We find out, but then it's the penultimate match. Two women that know each other very well as the Pirate Princess Kairi Sane will be defending her Women's World title of Raw against Women's Elimination Chamber winner at No Way Out, Io Sky. It's the Genius of the Sky and Kairi Sane colliding. Two Kabuki Warriors are battling, but then finally in the main event, the Shield are doing battle again, but this time it's one-on-one for the WWE title. Rollins defends against the Royal Rumble winner, Roman Reigns. That's going down at WrestleMania. But up next, it is now time for your main event evening tonight on the Monday Night Raw of things live on WWE Dark from San Antonio, Texas. It's not The Fiend, but it's Bray Wyatt, one-on-one with one half of former tag team champs of Raw, the Street Profits. Montez Ford with Angelo Dawkins by his side, and it's next, live in the red brand edition of WWE Dark. Now let's go down. The Fireflies are here. That can only mean one thing. What a hell of a week it's been. And this is the last week of weekly episodic Universe Mode episodes before the big events Stand and Deliver tomorrow night and WrestleMania next weekend on the Saturday and the Sunday. Holy smokes, it is going to be awesome, ladies and gentlemen. But speaking of awesome, it was a couple of weeks ago on Monday Night Raw in the main event where Samoa Joe took on the Elimination Chamber winner and the number one contender for the United States for the world title rather, and former US champion, the megastar LA Knight, the man who this man lost to on his first night on the main roster. On Knight's first night in the main roster, that is. LA Knight and Samoa Joe done battle. Knight got the win in the main event, finally defeating Samoa Joe, a man he's never been able to defeat before. But after the matchup is what really got everybody talking. Bray Wyatt, but not any version of Bray Wyatt. The Fiend Bray Wyatt came out and attacked Samoa Joe, laying him out. And that's the first time we saw The Fiend since the Royal Rumble PLE. Well, that alter ego of Bray Wyatt appeared in the Royal Rumble event, the Royal Rumble matchup. Entrant number 28 in Indianapolis. He eliminated CM Punk before being eliminated by John Cena. But seemingly, Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, has targeted Samoa Joe. We know the history between Joe and Wyatt. This series dates back to the second ever episode of Monday Night Raw, where Samoa Joe was the special guest referee for a matchup between Bray Wyatt and Aleister Black. We know that Samoa Joe faced Uncle Howdy for the world title at King of the Ring. Joe and Wyatt have squared off before in singles competition as well. Well, Bray Wyatt's going to go at it with Samoa Joe again, but not any version of Bray. It's The Fiend, and it's going down at WrestleMania, but Bray Wyatt, his normal self, one-on-one in action. Next is there you see Angelo Dawkins and the opponent for Wyatt tonight. The charismatic, energetic member of the Street Profits. Well, they're both charismatic and energetic, but more so, it's Montez Ford. Former tag team champions are these two superstars, the Street Profits. Defeating FTR for the gold in their first reign as champions at Saudi Arabia event, Night of Champions, back in March. But they lost the gold before Survivor Series in June in a ladder match on Monday Night Raw. But they want to get back to winning ways. They're not going to be on WrestleMania. They're not going to be a part of the tag team division. But Montez Ford in his last appearance here on this Universe Mode Series, one-on-one with Bray Wyatt, right here, right now, in the main event of WWE Dark from the Raw side of things in San Antonio, Texas. Raw official Chad Patton ring the bell. Matchup is underway. Here we go, folks. Go on, and we'll tie up Bray going straight for Montez Ford. And I want to say something about Montez real quick. He has been a fucking workhorse this series. Not even just this series, but these last few weeks. Let's talk about it. 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, however they want to put it now, Montez was in a triple threat Money in the Bank qualifier with Shinsuke Nakamura and Ludwig Kaiser. Kaiser, of course, won, pinning Ford. That's cool. Week after, him and Dawkins teamed up to face the New Day in the first round of the mini #1 contender tag team title tournament, where the Profits went on to win that match. Then the week after, the finals of that tournament, the #1 contender matchup against the Viking Raiders, the Profits lost. And now tonight, the final week, the final night before Stand and Deliver, and the final weekly show before WrestleMania, Montez Ford is back in action, going one-on-one with one of the most dangerous superstars in the entire roster, Bray Wyatt. Hats off to Montez. Let's see what he does in this contest, as right now, he's already looking to fly with a tope suicida taking out the face of fear at ringside. Montez Ford is an absolute workhorse, I'll tell you. Montez back out of the ring. Oh, springboards in with a frog splash on Bray Wyatt. Here's the cover on the face of fear, center of the ring. Hooking the legs, shoulders down, and a kick out of two by Wyatt. Referee Chad Patton to oversee the action. That's the last matchup you guys will see before Stand and Deliver on WrestleMania. The last weekly episodic matchup you guys will see before tomorrow night's edition of Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania next weekend. As Montez Ford with a DDT to the corner, springboard style tornado on Bray Wyatt. Oh, Wyatt Callan there, nice headbutt. It's just Bray tonight, not the Fiend, but equally as dangerous as Wyatt. Uranagi there on Montez Ford. You gotta imagine Samoa Joe is watching this one, wherever the hell he is. Maybe he might still be hurt after the attack from the Fiend 2 weeks ago on Raw. Two leg sentos from Bray, cover on Montez, and a kick out at one. Kick out at 1 by 4. After all that from Wyatt. But Bray back on the offensive of Montez here. Look at the strength of Wyatt. They're just launching Montez. And they're going to stomp him on the face of Montez Ford. Bray Wyatt on fire tonight, man. In your main event of Dark. From San Antonio, Texas. Oh, but there's Angelo Dawkins getting in the face of Bray Wyatt as Montez Ford rolling out of the ring to try and catch a breather. But right now, Montez is back to his feet, going to come back in. Dawkins distracting Bray. Montez for the win. Shoulders down here. And the schoolboy. 1 count kick out by Bray. Bray Wyatt, of course, a former United States champion, winning the title from Finn Balor at Bad Blood Premium Live event in a fatal 4-way match that also included former World Heavyweight Champion Aleister Black and the man that Bray pinned to win the gold, Buddy Matthews. Of course, we mentioned he lost that championship to LA Knight on the Raw following SummerSlam, following the extended break we took after the biggest party of the summer, but it was at SummerSlam where Wyatt defeated Ricochet, and Ricochet's last match of the series. We've not saw the one and only since. I don't think we will, after Bray injured Ricochet and took him out of action indefinitely. Bray Wyatt, Montez Ford now back at it though. Montez trying to come back, but Bray Wyatt after that back body drop, not been the same. Nice knee by Montez though. In the corner, and knee by Wyatt, back and forth out of the corner here. Who's going to get the upper hand is Bray. Looking for something out the corner. Montez going to kick him out. And then Montez Ford. Irish Whip sends him to the corner. And a big elbow from Wyatt. And then it's Wyatt with a clothesline. Bray Wyatt gets the upper hand there. picking up forward. To a vertical base, sends him off the ropes. Both men bump into one another, and it's Bray. No, went for a clothesline. Montez, blow back face first. Gotta love that maneuver. And I tell him why to suck it time and time again. Montez forward, nice maneuvers. Irish whip, sends him into the corner once more. Montez forward on the fly. Out of the corner here. To the face of Fear, Bray Wyatt. Oh, baby. Montez, superplex off the top there. On Wyatt. And for the cover. Hook in the leg. Shoulders down. Scoring 2 in the near fall. I can power out. Great episode of Dark it's been. Great week it's been. Great series it's been in general. It's coming to a close. 2 more PLEs. Stand and deliver and take over tomorrow night. And WrestleMania. Next weekend, Montez Ford telling him the socket toe break on Halo. My God. Taking out Bray Wyatt again. And I'm going to send them back in. To the ring. Montez. Tippy top. Looking to fly on Bray Wyatt. And what has been a hell of a main event thus far. Missing that drop kick and Wyatt going to make him pay. And I'm like clawing him at now. On Montez Ford. And now Bray picking up Tez and Sister Abigail. Out of nowhere by Wyatt. Here's the cover, hook in the leg of Ford. Scoring 2 and a kick out. Montez staying in it. And the count of 2. But Bray Wyatt just looking right at Montez. I believe Montez may have had a very weak kick out. Doesn't serve well for one half of the former tag team champions. Looking to turn his luck around next series in 2K26, wherever he ends up, whether it's Raw, whether it's SmackDown. As Bray Wyatt also wants a high up draft pick. Well, Montez Ford could be having a high up blood loss as he got DDT'd on the hardest part of the ring apron there by Wyatt. Wyatt and Ford been battling the outside, but now it's Montez gonna send Bray into the barricade. And now look at that! Whipping him hard there from into the barricade. And then Montez Ford sends him into the steel steps. Montez back in, count out, victory perhaps. No, Montez ain't like that. He don't want to win by counter. He's going back in now to break the count. Montez Ford having a hell of a lot of fun, however. Down a 3, Champ Patton still counting out wide. He's on his feet, he's just looking around, playing mind games. But so is Montez Ford. Who can play at that game? As Wyatt comes back in, big boot of Ford as he was already on his knees. Picks him up now. Bray Wyatt and Irish whip him. Again out of the apron. And now what's Wyatt thinking? Oh, Montez caught him. Montez springboards in. Oh, over the top of the clothesline. And Montez Ford going to pick up Wyatt. Gotta lead Montez for a victory over Bray Wyatt. Would be an upset. Can he get it? Remains to be seen as Montez Ford here. Look at that. That's the rolling splash. Rolls through into the splash. Down to the corner. Top rope now. It's Ford spinning out from the heavens. Changing directions in mid-air. Ford for an upset. Cover on Wyatt. Scoring 2. And a kick out by Bray. Oh, baby, what action. Incredible contest tonight on Dark. He keeps telling him to suck it. Suck it, suck it, suck it. Ford went for that tornado DDT out the corner of the springboard again. But again, a springboard drop kick to the back of Bray. Montez picks him up to a vertical base once more in what has been a hell of a main event this evening. On what has been a hell of a WWE Dark episode. Especially on the Raw side of things tonight in San Antonio, Texas. And look at this. Wyatt picks him up. Mandible Claw. Mandible Claw. The god of submission style. Oh, will Ford tap out or pass out to the pin. If he does, Wyatt will be victorious. Heading into big momentum building victory. As he will face Samoa Joe, the former world champion, at WrestleMania. Champ Pat right there to see if Montez will tap out or pass out and he's able to survive. Montez Ford getting out of the Mandible Claw. Now Montez. Nice clothesline again as this one continues. My days. Montez, oh wow, blockbuster off the top. And we're back live on Raw. 40 in control for the break. Blockbuster off the top, the 2 gun on Wyatt, and a kick out again. By the face of fear, and the former United States champion. Montez Ford. Back up to the well once more. Looking for from the heavens again. This time Wyatt moves out the way. And an elbow drop by Bray. It's now back and forth, these two men going. This is what this crowd in San Antonio, Texas paid to see tonight. These two men slugging it out. A slugfest in the center of the ring. Live on the WWE Duck side of things on Monday Night Raw. Back and forth action. Trading blows, trading shots as back and forth they go with the head around the Raw fans. Tonight on the red brand. Montez, big shot on Wyatt. Wyatt with a shot on Ford. Who's going to get the better of their opponent tonight? And what is heating up to be a hell of a classic here on WWE Dark tonight, folks. Bray Wyatt makes sure. Look at this from Bray Wyatt. Wyatt and Montez going at it, shot after shot. Hockey fight here on Monday night. No, it's Bray Wyatt now. Jesus. Got Montez there, and it could be all over for one half of the Street Profits. Sends him into the corner. Wyatt looks right at him. Oh, they're doing a little dancey dance now. And that's the prelude for Wyatt to put him away. There's the little forehead kiss. And the sister, Abigail. Dawkins trying to rile up for the kick out, but it might be all she wrote. Cover, Ripley, chap, hat in position. Scoring two. And he got him. Wyatt victorious. And you're made him in the dark. What a matchup here tonight. What a big win and what a hell of a showing for both Ford and Wyatt. But it is Bray who's the better man tonight, building momentum towards the Fiend's matchup against Samoa Joe at WrestleMania Night 2 next weekend. But what action here on Dark. It's been a hell of a night. From the Monday Night Raw side of things in San Antonio, Texas. From the NXT side of things in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. And the SmackDown side of things in Pensacola, Florida. That's all we have time for here tonight, folks. Thank you very much for joining us. Enjoy us tomorrow night for NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. Wait a minute, hold on, we're not done. Bray Wyatt still taunting, but there's Samoa Joe getting his revenge from the attack a couple of weeks ago by Wyatt on Joe. Samoa Joe attacking Wyatt. And look at the Samoan submission machine now with a senton on Bray. We've not saw Joe since the Fiend's attack on the former world champion a couple of weeks ago after his matchup with LA Knight, but he's back tonight on the Raw side of things on Dark, attacking Bray Wyatt and sending a message to Wyatt's alter ego, the Fiend, for WrestleMania Night 2 next Sunday night. Joe Muscle Buster Wyatt out of the corner. Samoa Joe making a statement tonight on WWE Dark. Oh, but he ain't done yet. Samoa Joe's getting a table. We're supposed to be wrapped up here on WWE Dark, but as long as Samoa Joe and Bray Wyatt are fighting in the center of the ring, it will not be over. They can fight all freaking night for all I'm concerned, but we will see these two fight at WrestleMania, but not Bray Wyatt on his own. The Fiend Bray Wyatt versus Joe at Mania. But look at Joe. Gonna send Bray out of the table. Gonna send a statement. Heading on to Mania. Joe now. Dropping him. Alabama slammed through the table, but somehow Wyatt's still fading even after his hell of a contest he had with Montez Ford. There's Joe now. One more muscle buster for the think perhaps. And that will connect. Down goes Wyatt as Joe stands tall in your main event. Tune in for Stand and Deliver tomorrow night. Tune in for Mania next weekend. We'll see you soon. Take it easy. Take care. And peace.